In seventh grade, I was deeply obsessing over a girl that I fell in love with. I thought she was like a goddess. I thought she was perfect in every way. And me, as this little, fat, chumpy guy, I thought I couldn't get with her because she was so much better than me, right? I didn't tell her about my feelings and fell out of love over time. She knew, by the way. I did not tell her, but girls just know if you're in love with them. It's this crazy primal thing that they just know. They always do. So she knew, but I did not tell her. This first was a really weird feeling because she was talking to her friends. Like sometimes I could hear them yapping about me. And so they also started talking about parties and drama and how they vomited and this disgusting stuff that I did not think of this perfect girl, right? So that was the moment I realized that women actually are human beings too. This should have been an obvious realization if I'm being honest. But for me back then, I just made girls the top of the world. My entire life, love has always been like a center of my life. Like I've always wanted love. This sounds maybe kind of demasculating, but I really think so. Because I put this girl up on this pedestal and made her the center of my life basically for 2 years, I lost touch with my actual purpose and missions at the time. So you could imagine the guy that just dreams over this girl over and over, obsesses about her. He would actually make no to little progress at all in his life, right? Because that's a feminine thing to do, obsessing over the emotions and over scenarios that could happen. I believe we are too advanced in our craft. I know this is a split topic. I know for some people this may be an offensive topic, like the roles of feminine and masculine, but we are fundamentally different. And this is not to say that women are worse. But you can imagine a boy who just sits at home playing Fortnite the whole time, like that was me, and then thinks about the girl. The boy who only goes to school to see the girl, to up in their bond. That was the was saying to me in my bed. Like, I laid in bed. And you should know that I was always playing sick and lying to my mother so I wouldn't have to go to school. So, in my mind, I thought, I really don't want to go to school. But because the girl was in school, I actually stood up, brushed my teeth, made myself presentable the most I could, and then went to school just to stand like in a 10-meter radius around her in the breaks. So what the main point is, what I want you to take away from this video is that women should not be the center of your life. Your purpose has to come first. What is your gift to the world? Is it to speak, help and support others like I do? Or is it to build some new structures that will benefit the world? Is it making a new philosophy for people to rely on when they feel bad? Is it to go on your holy mission and convince more people of your religion? You can see why women would kind of slow that down if you thought about them. So it was hard for me to get out of the mindset that women are the total price, the total thing I want in life, and the only thing I want is a woman in life. But now I see myself going more towards my craft, going more towards the sports that I'm doing, building myself up, supporting the others, instead of spending time with girls. As good as you think your woman is, you have to rely on yourself. You are you are the center of your life. You should be the center of your life, and the things you do, your purpose, your gifts, That should be the purpose of your life. You will die. I like to think of it, since I've read this book, you die from the first second you're born, right? So imagine the dying man. He would bleed out, and now he has two options. He has the option to help the other survivors, or to keep everything to himself and enjoy his last moments, which doesn't actually benefit others, right? So you can choose if you want to be selfish or if you actually want to create a bigger impact in life. And that is not by getting one woman. It's in family, sure, you will put on your legacy onto the world, and your children can do more good than you can do, and children can do more good in their lifetimes than you can do in your one. Because if a girl is just attractive and you give up most of your day for her every day, then this would obviously slow you down in your endeavors. You won't go to the gym as often. I have a friend which got a girlfriend and hasn't gone to the gym in 4 months because he's at his girl's place all the time. And this makes me really angry and I'm disappointed with him, but I understand that it's a serious issue and a trap that young men like us can fall into. So, fall in love with your purpose, the things you want to get better in. You want to get better at speaking, you want to get better at writing, better at engineering stuff. You gotta fall in love with that. And then, when the time is right, and when you've evolved yourself enough that you can give your gift to the world, you could also take on a woman. What I've noticed is that if like a pair of a boy and a girl are together, the less time they spend together, the more passion they have. And the more they are together, the more best friendly they are. Like if there was a couple in school sitting next to each other and always writing their answers down, they would get so used to each other that they would actually kind of distance themselves passionately, emotionally. They see themselves every day and get more alike over time. That's just the basic rule that you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? You've heard this. So I hope this video kind of updated your perspective, because for a long time, like 2 years, this was a factor why I can make fast progress in my goals. And we as young men, we want to have big goals and achieve them, right? This is this is the normal thing for us. But in a modern world with these distractions, like this woman who want to be around boys casually, and the sweets and the video games and social media, this this all compounds. You're kind of infertile to hard work. Procrastination is an obvious problem nowadays, right? And this correlates. I'm certain of it. So if we just start to eliminate the the three girls you went on a walk with, even though they had no interest in you and you knew this, or eliminate the social media posts like Instagram, then you'd be on such a better track. You can dream about the fairy tales you see in the movies all you want, but it won't contribute to your life if you have these thoughts in your mind that you need to have a girl that is like this. Those who have a positive relationship that both of the people are contributing from, they know that these relationships can be quite ugly and they are a challenge. There is no the perfect girl which takes you into her arms and then says everything is going to be alright. She has to deal with her own problems as well. Especially in the age that we're in right now. Like you see all these teenage girls. I don't know about you, but like 50% of the girls in my class are depressed. For some reason, they always talk about killing themselves. Whoops, I don't think I can say that on YouTube. Right now, you're in your prime, right? You're bigger than ever. You have more strength than ever. While all the girls are crying about their family. You will need to understand in some part of your life that women won't actually fix your problems. Like if you've got insecurities, or you feel kind of unwell because one of these guys has bragged about his girl and that they had sex already. This is, well, you can figure out what persons they are, what people they are. If they sleep 1 month with each other in the relationship, would they be the kind of guys who can keep this relationship up for 20 years? Because the end goal is to stick to one girl forever, right? And if you're saying, oh, but this, I want so many more girls, you can't even get one right now, can you? Quite honestly. So, this is a challenge which will grow and grow. But if you grow, you can actually attract the girl further down the line. I needed 3 years of developing myself in my puberty to finally attract girls. But first, I'm gonna be honest. I went into the gym to look better for girls. But what I've taken out of that is that after a time you just become happier with yourself. And you don't even care about the woman anymore. Because now you feel like you don't need reassurance from the attraction of girls to be happy with yourself. Back then I would have needed, I'm going to be quite honest, the little me which was chubby would have wanted a girl which was almost his second mother. It just comforted him whenever he felt sad. But we can build this life in which we are not sad anymore, in which we actually have our plans of life laid out before us. And also we know which adventures we want in front of us, like which mountain to climb up to, or what to explore, which woods to go through when it's almost freezing cold. And then suddenly it's not about laying in bed, looking at Instagram photos of girls, doing these cute little snaps. It's about building yourself so you can eventually get the equal to you. Because would you want the equal of you right now as a girl and forever stay with her? If you had the gender swapped version of you basically, would you want to be with that person? Like attraction out of the way, but if she scrolls on TikTok, if she has the problems of eating too much or not doing sports regularly, is this the woman you want to stick for till the day death does you apart? So if we develop ourselves and go up to here, we would also get a woman that is at our level. And with this woman, you'd be much happier. If you are happy with yourself, you would be happy with that woman, right? So the only way to get this fairy tale is actually to kind of ignore her. Like the woman you see all around you. Like put them kind of behind the wall for a while. Or don't care about them too much. Care about yourself and the realization of your goals. Then maybe, if you saw this video early enough, you can save 2 years of your life, or even more.